it has good damage, and it has good control as well. Ultimate is way too good though.
Yeah, absolutely. This Luyi can definitely like pop off. This can really, really pop off when given a chance. Not just because of the damage output, like we mentioned earlier. Yes, I think yesterday you're talking about Luyi as well, but also because of that ultimate that can really turn the tides of some games. Can turn a 1v1 into a 1v5 blink of an eye. So they have to be always very careful with picking out Luyi lineups here. But someone that's never gonna leave the ban face, I think, will be this Link. That's just not gonna show its face anytime.
Mm-hmm. Just Just a really good hero. Have you noticed the difference between Group A and Group B?
Mm-hmm.
Group
What
A
about?
picked
Yeah.
a lot of Atlas. Group B, little to no Atlas.
Yeah, that's actually true. And when they do pick the Atlas, it doesn't work out well.
And they pick out a Kufra, and there was more prioritization on the Atlas compared to the Kufra on day number 1. Right now, there are more Kufra picks. Yawi and the others really like to pick it, and right now, if it's esports, it's the thing that it's the hero that they're gonna use to end Breakpoint right here, right now.
And honestly, it's very easy to see why teams would pick up a Kufra. I feel like the Kufra is super underrated for most teams. I mean, they're not picking it up as effectively and they're not using it as effectively. If you're not really picking it up early on, and if you're not making a lineup for it, I feel like Next Play Predator showed us the right way to do it. They just consistently played with it for sure, and underutilizing the Kufra is a big mistake that Ephios Esports is finally fixing as well. So they're on the road here. They're on the road to making a very good lineup, but on the other side, still have that Yuzong, who is also quite scary at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yuzong, a very much overpowered hero, to be honest. Not gonna sugarcoat it. Really strong, and you know it. You play on Yuzong.
Your team is banning.
Yeah,
you're just smirking.
You guys are asking me to
literally just smirk. I mean, you play a lot of Yuzong, and you really like the hero. So, what is it about the hero?
I like the fact that aside from right now, it's not being targeted with a lot of nerfs. It did, but it's not as massive, right? What I like about the Yuzong is just AOE. Everything that he throws out on the map is just area of effect. Everything that you do will basically absorb damage from the enemy team, and you don't need to build it as a pure attacker for it to be effective. Build it first item Oracle and first item Bloodlust Axe. You're actually good to go, right? That's all you need, and you can go start wailing on the enemy. And if you have the Killing Spree emblem, you can keep doing that all day long, as long as you have good setup. And in this case, I think good setup is already created by Breakpoint, enabled by the Selena, enabled by the Atlas. The Lancelot and the Masha is just icing on the top, right? It's just icing at this point.
You know what? You are a filthy Yuzong picker.
Yeah, it's just
yeah. Well, you admit it.
I was talking about that. I said that on stream before. Yeah.
You did. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like there's some heroes that you should just to make it out or just get better ranks, because if it's there and you know about it, you should just abuse it for some reason.
Yeah.
And if the other team knows about it, 100% sure that it's gonna get banned in a way.
It's free stars. Can you say no to free stars, right? When you're ranking up, you can't say no to free stars.
You never do that. You never say no to free stars. But at the same time, Rockhart, you never. Some of the heroes that are OP that gets banned, they really just get banned out.
Yeah, straight up.
And I think MPL in a way is a good way to dictate what are the picks and bans are, because I feel that some of our players just base it there. Because I mean, for the epic or legend brackets, at least people are learning to how to draft properly, and especially considering that drafting is part of the rank game, that is really going to be a great start for people to just splurge on the knowledge, and MPL will take care of that for you guys.
Oh. Wow. Well, anyway, the knowledge being dropped there by Butters. Absolutely, if you see these picks and you think they're effective, try to incorporate them in your games, and it will definitely help out a lot, especially when you're an epic or legend trying to make your way into that mythical glory.
You know what?
Stars, right?
You know what? Some drafts, don't try them just because they're hard to execute. You need practice with other people just to make it work. Oh, he got! Oh my! Oh my goodness! 3mar got the orange.
That is pretty big. The sacrificing himself part was fine for me, especially considering you denied that for the lands and you denied it for the Yuzong. That is already super big. Because that just means that they're gonna be a little weaker when you want to engage them in the fights later on.
Remember
That is
that golem gives Dre Schofield level 3.
yeah,
And
experience.
he's at level 2 right now. Doesn't even matter if you can spam that. You don't have the extra damage. You don't have the burn damage. You don't have the lifesteal. You don't have your level 3. You should be at level 4 right now. And that's big for the side of Ifyos Esports.
Yeah, that slows down the momentum, right? Of supposedly this Lancelot's really scary scaling, which is why you picked the Lancelot in the first place, because he just clears the minion wave so quickly. He can also kill jungle so much faster than most early game heroes. And now that was denied, that's definitely gonna scale up later on in the game.
Okay, so Barca goes down. And he got hit by an arrow, I'm 100% sure. Oh, okay, 3mar is the target here, and Breakpoint. Okay, now the sleeping dragons have awakened. Rocker. This is what we're asking for. But is this enough? That is the question.
Yeah, I know
They're getting the pickoffs. You cannot
exactly.
deny that they're getting the pickoffs, but are they playing this right? Are they pressuring the right lanes? And Gatot will go down. Mimo here. Look, coming out here from King Salman. Just making it work for his team.
That's right. I mean, the denial was really big, but Lotus, is that a big Tyrant's Rage there? Fail Link's gonna be followed up really quickly. And looks like Evios Esports turning on the dial. And Breakpoint, they're not gonna let anything slip by. They're gonna get answer for answer, kill for kill as well. RTZ, I don't think he can get this without a scratch. Oh my gosh. Are we
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
that was a very good juggle.
Absolutely.
Not gonna lie. You cannot deny it. That was a good juggle.
Absolutely. I mean, they were juggling, and at the same time, it was also a little reckless of RTZ to go straight there. He was walking underneath a turret with a very low move speed, which basically forced his teammate to jump in fire to sacrifice themselves. So far so good here for Breakpoint. They are ahead by about 400 gold, but they're not out of the woods just yet. 6-2, it doesn't feel like 6-2 right now. We're gonna see another big fight here. That Yuzong is flying in and out. Churl goes over the Breakpoint. That Lancelot finally. Schofield dodging with the Fort Rose, and EPOS Esports being handed their butts here in this next game.
Mm-hmm. Butt handing coming out from Rockhart, but still, if just Esports, they are losing this game really hard. That was a wipe. That was an almost wipe. If Harry was there, he could have been the last target. That could have been 5 people then on the side of EPS Esports, but Breakpoint, what has happened? Rockhart, what do you think happened?
Yeah, even gold to 3K gold lead real quick. I feel like they were just looking for those moments where EPS Esports was also committing with a lot of mistakes, and they managed to capitalize on that. That is very, very big for Breakpoint. Now, the follow up is going to be the question. Where do we find the follow up that we need to keep this momentum going? They are slowly but surely, of course, going to suffer as well because there is a carry on Ethios Esports' side. They will get that turret as well, and now they're kind of spread up here in the engage, but they have the same idea. The idea is go for Yimao, and they will get that kill. On the other side, trade it up almost immediately by Santi Sucre.
You know what? Mimao jumping there. It's like he gave a kill onto Ifyas. He gave a kill to Breakpoint. Like, he really wanted to go for the Masha, you wanted to get that kill. You had to execute on your side. But one of the things that you have to notice, they have extra items. You guys don't. Breakpoint can just burst anyone out on the side of Ifyas Esports. That's how behind they are.
Yep. And Ethios Esports, they're struggling. And Fremar not having the best day of his life right now in Mobile Legends. He is actually suffering quite a lot here. Even in game 1, he was the one who was usually the sacrificial lamb, and now he's gonna suffer a lot. Dre Schofield on Hunt here, missing up on some of the skills, but will it matter? Apparently not. Still have a big fight here in the middle lane. Lotus, no one to follow up here. Where is the rest of the team? That is what they're saying. And now because of that, Breakpoint will have free reign on the mid lane turret unless Mimao can do something about it. He tries to clear the minion waves. I think he will be able to at least successfully do that, but will be giving away his life for that purpose.
And Breakpoint here just breaking the backs of Ethios Esports. They return the favor, Rockhart. They 100% return the favor, and this is the Gillette instant replay. Look at Dre Schofield and how he will take down the people here onto the side of Ethios Esports. Look at that dragon staying there, not really caring, and that is going to be a really clean skirmish on the side of Breakpoint.
Yeah, absolutely. Clean skirmishes for days here for Breakpoint. So far, I mean, the targeting of Drake Schofield earlier could have been better, but that's just be nitpicking at this point. At this point, Breakpoint is going to be... Yeah, you know what I mean, right? So,
Yeah.
16 to 3, they can afford to make very, very small mistakes that most people would not notice, but of course we would. Ethios Esports, they are slowly getting demolished here. At this, where is the offensive options here? Aji is taking such a long time to get activated, and Lotus engages are missing out over and over again here.
Oh! He just jumped out. He just literally
just jumped out.
Wow. And Ray Schofield staying here, and Masha with another kick.
Yep,
Mima,
another one.
Mima
Jumping on.
caught Cast, but Cast can just figure out. That's one of the things that you have to look out for Masha. It's the 1v1 setup that she really, really likes. And that is going to be one dead bird.
There you go.
One dead bird. Sometimes when you hit a Farsa, she reverts back to human form. The amount of damage that Lance had was way too much. He didn't even have time to turn back. He died as a bird.
That's right. That's just the amount of damage output that Breakpoint has on their lineup. And how do you answer this if you're Ethios Esports? This is just too massive. Compared to Game 1, man, Breakpoint, they're starting to really go nuts. That is just...
oh my goodness, I tell you, that is one loud... that was loud. But yeah, going back to my point, you go ahead first.
Yeah, right. The point is, of course, is that Butters will need to take care of something really quickly. Right now, I can hear some adorable beast on the side. But right now, it's going to be the big fight here for the control of this game. I think they really need to go all in for some reason. I feel like our Aji is taking a lot of time still to get online. He is level 13 right now on the carry. level 12 going 13 with just one tick. So where is they need to really join Lotus. I think they're not really allowing Lotus to shine here, right? Because where is the damage output if you're just all alone? Even if you catch 3 or 4 people here with the Tyrant's Rage, like, does that even matter at this
Game
point?
is paused.
Because if you're not following up,
Game is paused.
yeah.
And
So
yeah, a break
yeah,
point here with they're playing well. I think it's their time to just just go for it. Just not let this slide. They have they have what it takes to take it to a game number 3. I don't know. It's probably in a way just one of the things that you have to look at if you're into the qualifiers, that you are only you only quit when it's all done, when
right.
it's already 2-0.
Is that
Then
this is the right way to do it?
this is the right way to do it. You just fight for it. This is your dream. If this is your dream, you don't give up on it. You show us a good game. You take us to a game number 3, even though how crappy the other your other games are. You show us that you are one of the best teams, and there's a reason why you make it in to the MPL main qualifiers. From the open qualifiers, there were 300 teams per bracket,
Mhm.
and you can't tell me that these teams are weak or anything. These are the best teams that we have in the amateur scene. That's why they're here. That is why they're here.
And I'm yet to be. There's just so many surprises that's happening right now, right? I mean, it is. There's just so many moments, so many weird opportunities that have been missed out as well by Ephios Esports rather. It kind of makes me wonder. One of the things that we're looking for in an MPL team obviously will be consistency. Are they are they up for the task if ever, even if they win? 'Cause that game one was super one-sided. I feel like that could have really been an easy win. But game two, they are just falling as fast as that. So I don't know. There's so much that we want to see more from.
I was
Yeah.
talking, but I was muted.
I thought you
Alright.
were just letting me continue with my
I-
point.
no,
Yeah, go ahead.
You just have to set your expectations right. Set your
Right.
expectations right, and remember, if you really just practice well, and you just you just be the best version of yourself, or you just find the right mixture of being a good player and individual skill and teamwork, and probably a bit of prowess in drafting, then this is going to work for you. But you never make that expectation without putting in the sacrifice, without putting in the work. So that's one of the things that you really have to notice here. That these teams, they came in here prepared, and as long as Breakpoint take us to a game number 3, I would be really happy for them because they fought until the bitter end.
Fighting for the bitter until the bitter end is exactly what they want to do. I feel like both of these teams, right? And even in this game, even in this very specific game where Ephios is 19-4 and behind by almost 9,000, you have to go for the fights. You have to just try to. If you can't win now, do your very damnedest to stall the game, right? If you can, stalling the game obviously will mean that you have to turtle up, not give away any kills, and it also means that you will have to concede your jungle, concede the big objective, but try to fight inside the base. Just hold your inhibitor turrets. There's still some things that Ephios Esports can do. And as they say, bro, it's not over till it's over, right? It's not over till it's over. And that's
Not
something
over
they
to
have to
so
really, yeah.
you just have to fight it out. You just have to fight it out. And if it's esports, it's not over till it's over. They can get back from this. But what they need right now is a bit of the not really divine intervention, but it's more of a miracle that
Yeah.
they need breakpoint to make mistakes as well.
That's right. I mean, Breakpoint, they're people. They can commit mistakes. They're still people, and you have to just find those openings. If ever there will be, you have to be there as well, not just watching. Right? You have to be there to act on it when given the opportunity. Now, that's what we want to look for here.
Okay.
Can EVS Esports capitalize here, get back here? Maybe make it a 2-0, but obviously that's unlikely. But
Well, I do think that it's also a drafting problem, to be honest.
Mhm.
Like Gatot against a Lance, you don't a Gatot Lance, the Kufra as well. Sometimes this setup isn't enough to catch the Lance. The bouncing ball is there, but yes, the Thorn Rose will actually create it if you think about it.
Right.
So they just had to get a solid stun. Probably a choke would have been nice. But they didn't go for it, and they just went for the Gatot. They really liked the idea of the Gatot, and they gave out a lot of pickups into the early game. And Breakpoint just made use of that setup, of those mistakes rather, and they are just winning from there. And they are going to try and end this right now, Rockhart.
For sure. If we're talking about lineup here for the draft, again, too many tanky heroes, but every time Mimao goes for the engage, every time Freemar goes for the engage, every time Lotus tries to make a big play on the Tyrant's Rage, there's very, very little follow-up. The follow-up damage is so much lacking here, so definitely I agree drafting should have been, or could have been a lot better.
Mm-hmm. And Santi staying here onto staying here in the middle for some reason. He's trying to scout out, probably trying to push the wave a bit as well, try to get as much gold as possible. Because sometimes I play a lot of tank, you know that, right?
Right, yeah, exactly.
If you see me roaming around the map, that's me just trying to get all the gold that I can.
Yeah, you see me roaming, farming.
And you don't see me try and take down the creeps, the minions rather.
Yeah, for sure,
Always
right.
try to just be there when they go down.
Yeah, because most of the time you would have mask equipped, right? So you will also want your teammates to just like stay away a little bit, trying to get a little tough for you guys, and just get gold somewhere else. Yeah, especially if you're ahead, that's a very viable option.
Yeah.
But playing from behind, that's obviously not gonna be a viable strategy.
I'm still up for that. I still up.
You still do it, right? Yeah. I
Like,
wonder if you can though. Yeah.
Like I mean, if I can carry sometimes
From the tank,
you know,
yeah.
up in the tank. Like sometimes, if you get ahead, like literally ahead, you can just carry the game from there.
Yeah, I mean, even if no one follows you up, you have concussive blast now, right? So you can do some damage, even if you're like on a Kufra.
There are a lot of ways of doing it. Yeah, actually. Yeah, there's not the perfect setup. There's no one thing that is set in stone here for Mobile Legends Bang Bang. You can do whatever you want as long as the meta permits it. But Santi Sucre, oh my goodness, is this the turnaround if you see sports?
Seriously?
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Aji trying to go for Jads. Jads here, 2 more hits. It will do the trick. And 3 people down inside the breakpoint. And they just drop it from there. Rockhard, what is happening? Look at Lotus. Lotus here will probably go down. Grace Schofield is the main target here of Aji. Aji 2 more hits. And that is going to be the fatal links. And he's going to give up his life. Not really gonna give it up. Just because he has the flicker.
But
Well played there, coming out from a good play, not well played. Good play coming out from Ifios Esports. Guys that they can fight right now.
they can.
And they just surprised Breakpoint.
Absolutely. I think they just surprised Breakpoint at that point. I feel like Breakpoint expected them to just roll over and play dead for them. But no. Breakpoint, they have a different Ephios, they have a different matchup in mind. They cash the oh my god, King Salman got the damage output that is going to be coming from Asalina and Ephios. They can come back here.
Oh, look at the bottom lane. Look at the bottom lane. There's actually a chase happening right here. Mimao and King Jads. Mimao, can he tack this up? And there is actually a pick off happening into the Lord pit as well. Nobody's gonna go for the Lord. Everyone is just gonna stay back. Not really gonna care about it right now. And it's too risky. It's too risky for A to just go for the buff.
Yeah.
The Lord rather.
So what they'll do is just try to go for a turret and try to equalize on that goal a little bit. And they're catching up from a massive almost 10k goal lead, and now they're down to 7, but they can get even more kills here for Aji. Oh my gosh, there you go. This is the statement. What? 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 Can I say that again? What was that? That should not have happened. Here we go back for Ephios. On the Lord Pit. Man, slowly but surely they are getting back here, but the cavalry will arrive soon. We have Lancelot coming in short. Here is cast on that. Oh my god!
Killing spree! Killing spree! Don't work! Oh my goodness! Double kill! Aji!
Aji!
Killing spree! Don't work!
So great! Make a run for it! And he has to! He has to even attack the minions, see if he can get some life back, but no, that's not gonna happen. Lotus and Mimao, they're on a chase, even RTZ following it up short. And all by himself, IG will go with the Lord. Let's have a look at that replay. The game turner by Ephios Esports around the Lord area. They took down the Atlas, forced up the Immortality. And even though Mimao was there, even though Masha was there, it was too late. They were already roaring and in a position. IG had that killing spree buff, additional move speed, additional HP was there. It helped a lot. And now Ephios Esports even on the gold from 10,000 to none. Wow.
Even if you say that killing spree is kind of questionable right now, man, that is a testament on how good it is. It just saves you from those near-death experiences, especially when you can go like 1v1, then another guy comes on, it gives you the capability to fight once more. And that is going to be the main takeaway here. Cast, he will take down Thams, but the Lord is there. I think that was untimely for, that was not the best setup for Thams, but trying to do as much ball. There is the Gatot Kacha. King Jads just trying to get away. They take down base. And look at this. Ephios Esports, they're on base. They're knocking. The Lord is there. The damage output, will it be enough? Will this be Breakpoint's last game to the MPL main qualifier? Will they not win our series here? King Jads trying to run away. King Salman is trying to deal as much damage on Mimao. Mimao here will survive. And Aji is still alive. That is the thing that's happening right now. And Aji, look at this. He's trying to deal as much damage as possible. King Salman, he will try to shoot an arrow to Aji, but Aji has the presence of mind to dodge. RTZ is here, just trying to help Aji take down this turret. Look at the damage output coming out from the Fenris. Right? It's way too disgusting. Dude.
Yeah, this is massive. I mean, at what stage of the game do we lose 2 inhibitor turrets from a 10k gold lead? Like, what has to happen for that to... So, divine intervention? We were talking about divine intervention earlier, right? What is up with this? Esports really starting to go online and secure everything here in this one.
But the thing, the keyword, everything that Breakpoint set up, Ephios Esports just turned it around, and 2 point from let's say a 10k goal lead now to a 2k goal lead. That's what happened, and we have a fight happening up top. What is that? Cast here, really just trying to go 1v1 with Mimao, but still Ashi is here. They're trying to catch him out. Saint Sukri is gonna get caught out. The arrow is there. It will hit the Kufra, but look at this. Mimao with the help. They are just trying to take out as much people as possible. And they won't get anyone, but still, if use esports, they cannot get bursted down. They're not losing the fight. They're more or less confident that they can win this game right here, right now.
You know what I realized here? Why they keep picking Gatot Kacha? They're picking it against the Yuzong, forcing the Yuzong to use the normal attacks instead of the normal skills because of the taunt. That is actually massive, especially if King Jade is on a roll here on the Yuzong. King Jad's rather. This Gatot Kacha is their answer to it. And now, Breakpoint is a little bit scared here as well to go straight for a fight because they know the damage output that RTZ can pull out with the Feathered Airstrike. But now it's going to be cancelled. Will they just go for the Lord? I think that might be the case.
If use esports, their Thams isn't doing that well, but he gets caught out and they cannot commit. If ever that happened a bit earlier, that could have been a kill. But right now, King Salman being very careful about his lives. Because who knows, there might be a point that he just jumps and gets slaughtered by this carry.
Yeah, that's going to be a replay of what happened earlier as well, right? It's just so scary for King Salman specifically to go for fights alone. And if he gets caught out, he has immortality. And as we just said it, man, they're popping immortality left, right, center. Yuzong not going to be joining the fights anymore. And this could be it. Ephios Esports, they have a small window of opportunity here. No Yuzong means the damage output is severely lowered. But Cass is on the base, getting cleared on that tower. This could be 50-50, my friend.
The Lord Saint Soccer is gonna go for the flicker out. Look at this. Aji really wants blood. Aji is going for the chase. He doesn't care about the Lord. Nobody cares about the Lord anymore. And everyone just wants to go for the kill. King Salman using that Cyclone Eye. Mimao here and Aji taking down the Lord. Masha is onto the middle lane. Tash is onto the bot lane. And look at that! Oh my goodness, Feathered Airstrike just destroyed Dre Schofield.
Dre Schofield is down for 50 seconds. Oh my god, the death timers. I think that's all they need now.
Esports, they got the Lord. And I think this is it. They got the Masha. They're marching on King Salman. Last man. Oh my... The second to the last man alive, King Jads, left alone to fend off for himself. If your esports, if you smell what, if your esports is called Breakpoint, oh my goodness.
No way.
Oh.
We were already talking about game 3. 21-4. On the kill score, and they turn it around.
What the hell was that?
I'm
that
still a
was
little.
to be their game already.
Yeah.
That is the end of their NL run.
That's it. That's it for Breakpoint. Congratulations to Ephios Esports moving forward, and thank you to Breakpoint for giving us a should have been a pretty solid win already, but dropping the ball at some point with a 10k gold lead. This is if you're talking about comebacks, this is the comeback of the qualifiers. Absolutely. 100%. Beautiful game there by Ephios Esports.
Beautiful game, but let's see what will Rob say about this. I'm pretty sure that he is hyped. He is stoked about this, and he has a lot of things to say to you guys before that, we will head on to a short break. So I am Butters, he is Rockhart, and we will be back for the 5th series of the MPL Main Qualifiers, day number 2. See you guys.
In hopes of stopping the Guardian Dragons from fully regaining their strength, Kraken sent his minions to attack the Dragon Sanctuary. The shield protecting the sanctuary was growing weak. attack, the Guardian Dragons barely had the power to guide the Dragon Warriors. How could a warrior from the Northern Vale enter the Sanctuary, and what would await ahead?
Your team destroyed a turret! Mega kill! Double kill! Your team destroyed a turret! Mega kill! Double kill! Triple kill! Legendary!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Killing spree! Double kill! Godlike! Legendary! Legendary! Triple kill! Maniac!
They somehow, it's not that they are actually giving it through, it's just that they are not going against the carry 100%. They're just killing. I think they were going against RTZ and the rest of the team of IPOs, but needless to say, Aji here, he had a very stellar performance, even though in the first 10 minutes of the game he hasn't had a single kill, or at least one. He only has one, but he is then distancing himself and just farming his way through up until even, I think, the pinakamataas na inabot yata ng gold lead dito ng breakpoint is around 10,000. As you can see, the smart highlight of the game, mga kaibigan, 14-3 as of 15 minutes of the game. Haji hasn't had any kill, but in this specific na clash na to, nakabawi dito ang IPOs. There's still gonna be a double kill coming from King Jads, but from this moment, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time na nagkaroon ng magandang isolation in terms of the play. Aji finding a kill to Dre Schofield, the Lancelot, and the rest of the core of Breakpoint. And there, the triple kill, almost sealing everything, getting another Lord in the game, and evening out gold. Again, this is still a carry, could be able to bring and at least deliver into the late game. But, of course, well played to IPOs, and this is the thing that they should have done. They were doing this on Team Chick on their very first series, but failing to close the game. But MVP of the game, once again, from Smart, is Aji from IPOs Esports. Still, the dream is alive for this team. They're gonna be having a redemption match, of course, to the team of Team Chick, to our loser bracket finals on the next series. So anyway, guys, hope you actually had your dinner, because our caster been talking too much about the about food, and hopefully you can be able to have your food as well, because this is gonna be still a long day. We still have 2 more series to play. Next is Team Chick versus IPOs, and what's waiting for them on the grand finals. Of course, that's gonna be NXP Solid. So probably just a quick one again to Breakpoint. This may be the end of the line for you for on your dreams and hope to the MPL, but I hope this is not the last time, as well as we have more seasons to have. There are a lot of tournaments aside from MPL, and hope your aspiration to be a pro player is still gonna be there regardless you didn't make it through this season. But before we actually head on to a break, we would like to thank our sponsor, Smart, stronger bonds with your team as you conquer the battlefield. Smart Giga Games. Enjoy 1 gigabyte games all day for Mobile Legends, Facebook gaming, and more. Just dial 123 hash now and choose GigGames 99. Official sponsor Realme, the ultimate gaming smartphone and AI OT partner of MPL Season 6. Official sponsor Gillette, the best a man can get. Partner in esports, Pay Maya, Don't Pay Cash, Pay Maya, and of course, our official gaming headset partner, Logitech G, hear it like a pro. And as we also this event is organized by Moonton, and we were heading on a very, very short break. Hope you guys have your dinner ready, or if you're already finished, just wait through because we are going to our fifth or the second last series of the day. Once again, that's Team Chick versus Ifios. We'll be showing you the top 5 plays of the series na hatid sa inyo ng Realme.
Game to be great? Now you can with the new Smart Giga Games 99. Get 1 gig data all day, every day for Mobile Legends and more. Game to be great with Smart Giga Games 99.
The way you live your life depends on the net you choose. Your movies, music, and games can only be as good as your network speed and strength. Slow means game over. But the Philippines' fastest mobile data network means game changing. Choose the network that gives you what you truly enjoy. How do you know about this Giga Life? Simple and smart.
When uncertainty is our reality, we rise above with the things that matter. Gigify happiness. Gigify love. Gigify friendship. Gigify dreams. Gigify hope. With smart Giga music, video, games, work, and stories, we let our passions run free in a new world we face together. Smart, live Giga.
Legit, right? Not quite. Just like your disposable razor. It's time you switch your disposable razor for your legit first shave so you can be every bit legit. Gillette Mac 3.
For a closer shave, less irritation, switch
to Gillette Mac 3.
Let's get this over with. I'm starting to get bored.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
This godly power.
What is this?
Yuzhong is behind the reverse scale and the primordial spirit. He cannot leave here.
The Black Dragon has returned. No one, nothing, can stop me now.
Let's take him from the side! Now!
Death to all who oppose me.
No!
So is what I'm truly capable of.
Wake up, Yuzhong! How is this possible?
You are getting rusty, brother.
No! How did it end up like this? No!
Welcome to reality, girl. Where the strongest rules them all.
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
In hopes of stopping the guardian dragons from fully regaining their strength, Kraken sent his minions to attack the dragon sanctuary. The shield protecting the sanctuary was growing weak. Attack after attack, the guardian dragons barely had the power to guide the dragon warriors. Warrior from the northern vale entered the sanctuary and walked the wait ahead.
Your team destroyed the turret! Mega kill! Your team destroyed a turret! Mega kill! Double kill! Triple kill! Legendary!
Download free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Killing spree! Double kill! Godlike! Legendary! Legendary! Triple! Maniac!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
No protection from the blade.
You have slain an enemy! You have slain an enemy! Double kill! Mega kill! The power of legendary! Double kill! Legendary! Double kill! Triple kill!
Download for free Mobile Legends Bang Bang.
Welcome back, everybody, here on the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Professional League Season 6 Main Qualifiers Day 2. Rockhart, and this is Butters, and we will be giving you the action very, very shortly for the next round, which will be the fifth for today. That will be, of course, the surprise, the biggest surprise today. I think EFUS Esports is going on that last best of three against Team Chick.
Team Chick here. I don't know what happened to them and next play solid, but yeah, they have time to make it make amends with each other. Probably try to get another approach, get another strategy going on their side, and probably win from there.
Yeah, probably. I think that's what we're looking for here as well, right? Maybe they just needed a little bit of, just a little bit of a warm up. I don't know. It feels like that's what the EFUS Esports. You just need a little bit of, maybe they can show up, at least not give us a snowball super one-sided matchup like what we saw earlier. Maybe like what what happened to EFUS. Maybe they're gonna go on rage mode like what we saw this team do. That's
Because
at least that's what I'm hoping for.
It is a possibility.
Yeah.
It is a possibility. But right now, Team Chick, EFUS, there is a rematch of the first series of the day. And I'm excited how EFUS Esports will, end, or how EFUS Esports will deal with Team Chicks this time around. Because Team Chicks is another team. So let me clarify. Team Chick.
There you go.
Not chicks. Not chicks. Chick.
Yeah.
Team Chick. So considering that we are going to, just have a rematch, Team Chick, are they gonna stick with the same strategy? That's one of the things that you have to realize. Because Team Chick, they dealt with EFUS Esports, they had their way with them, and they even got a 2-0. But EFUS Esports got a 2-0 against the Breakpoint, which is probably one of the biggest shockers for me in this MPL qualifier. Just Breakpoint getting eliminated really early. GSAP, there are no pushovers.
No, none at all. I feel like with GSAP, they are a team that's supposedly one of the teams to watch out for here, and we just saw EFUS just beat them down like so hard in that last one, from a 21-4 kill deficit, from a 10 gold lead. I'm just all the while I'm just super surprised, and I'm looking forward to some maybe similar stuff from Team Chick, because Team Chick, we've seen them also pop off a little bit, right? We also seen them pop off. They're small, like you said, in the match between Team Chick and NXP Predator Solid. There were small glimmers of hope there, small moments where they could have shown us something, but overall, consistent performance is what Next Play has given. And maybe that's something that they need a little warming up to do. Let's find out, because we're gonna head straight into the draft soon. Butters, Team Chick is one to it's another, like we were talking about earlier. MPL Open Qualifiers is about opportunity. And this is what they have. As Rob Luna said, this is year with you, even if you don't win. So you have to give us a good game.
And you know what we take with us every single time that you forgot? You kind of forgot is our presenting sponsor, Smart. Forge stronger bonds with your teams. As you conquer the battles with your Smart Giga Games, enjoy 1 gigabyte of games all day for mobile, Facebook gaming, and more. Dial *123# now and choose Giga Games 99. Do you want to pick this up, Rockart?
No, go ahead.
Okay. We do have our official sponsor, Realme, the only game and a partner of MPL Season 6. We have Gillette. Our official sponsor, Gillette, the best a man can get. pay partner in esports, pay Maya. Don't pay cash, pay Maya. Official gaming headset partner Logitech G. Here like a pro, and of course this is organized by Monton. And with that rock hard, we can proceed to our draft. I guess
catching up again.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine, man. It's fine. As long as everyone is happy, we can be happy, and we're partners for a reason. You know that, right?
That's right. Thank you for having my back.
I have your back. As long as you have my back as well when the dogs are barking and stuff.
Of course. Let's go into the draft, bro. PPO's Esports versus Team Chick right here. No more of that Hilda shenanigans. Surprisingly, I'm not sure if that's worth a ban, but they will do it anyway. And they will pick up a Farsa and a Yuzong. Interesting.
This is something else. Hilda ban? Why? Did Hilda do something bad?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen Hilda do anything bad yet, right? So what is up with this? Do they know something that we don't? That's the question.
Is this a tip? Do they have an informant where they just said, if yes esports, they're gonna go for a Hilda for you guys at the lower bracket finals before you head into the finals. You just go and ban it.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
I actually don't know as well. What I want to know is whether or not we are going to see any big changes because of the. I would say this is a missed ban. For me, this is a missed ban. Like, you're banning Hilda, is that like a throwaway ban? Or because of that, you've left some options open, right? You've left options for Yuzong, like right there. Because of that, Yuzong has been left open. Ephios Esports was also just forced to ban out Uranus and the Link. So this could still go very, very well for Chick, despite the bit of a weird ban, like we talked about.
I like the main idea of the Gatot just being banned here by Team Chicks. Now this I agree with. The Hilda, probably not. But with this, I can stand up for the Gatot ban. But for the Hilda ban,
especially with the performance that was shown to us previously, right? With the performance that was shown to us with the Gato Kasha earlier, which was just a little crazy as well. They saw that and they thought, you know what? Nope, not for you. None for you today.
Okay, so Roger will be the carry here for the side of Team Chick. Now, how do you deal with this? Like, you have to actually, for me, Roger is a hybrid between a marksman and a fighter.
Right? Yeah.
But he is leaning more towards the fighter. To be honest, on my end, I'm just seeing him more as a fighter rather than a marksman.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the Roger is going to be more for the skirmishy, because you don't see the Roger pop off on marksman mode. You see him pop off when he is scratching you in your face, right? So that's the line they have right now, and I am not sure whether or not this is going to be matter that much. But X-Board, this is almost a pure fighter composition here for Team Chick. And on the other side, Ephios Esports, they're more of a protect the carry as well and wait for Lotus's setup on that Ufra.
I like the Valir pick here, to be honest. Like, seeing how Team Chick will, just converge into the front line and just collapse everything on Ephios Esports, the Valir makes a lot of sense. It really makes a lot of sense. So I would have to go with Ephios Esports right now. If we're gonna go with predictions, I have to go with Ephios Esports. That one pick just stopped the whole train of thought for the Team Chick lineup for me.
Yeah, right. Because the Valier is absolutely one of those heroes that I think we're not really eyeing that much, right? So, this is something that's super useful, especially when used properly. We saw Imba DJ play this out of his mind just yesterday, right? So a lot of this is definitely going to be up in the air because of this, and the Valier pick is going to be so important in controlling the game, considering that Team Chick it has a lot of fighters, right? That's what you're talking about. Anyway, we're in the game, EVOS Esports versus Team Chick Game 1. Let's see what happens here, brother.
Not much. I mean, if it's esports, they're going for the invade. I like this. I really like this move. Like there's a flex move. There's a flex. This. Okay, you can't deal with us. I'm gonna flex all over. RTZ trying to run away. He gets caught out, but 3 more. He will actually. No, he won't. But still, fact remains that they got that red buff, but onto the other side, they would be getting that purple buff in exchange. You know what? You know what? If you see sports here and Team Chick, they really look like they're equals, but at the same time, if you Team Chick is really just getting the upper hand in every doing.
Yeah, absolutely. Team Chick is just, they look like they're one step ahead at this point. Maybe it's because of the picks, maybe because Roger is just so strong in the meta right now, despite not being buffed or nerfed, you know? There's just very little counterplay that you can do against a Roger this time because of everything that happened, you know?
And, you know what? I have to say, if you see sports, is Team Chick their kryptonite? Like, this is the same lineup that we used earlier with Breakpoint, and it looked really good. They were getting something. But right now, Team Chick, it doesn't really make sense that TPS Esports can't perform the same way as they performed with Breakpoint. So Team Chick is outclassing TPS Esports, if that's the case?
Yeah.
Or too early to say?
Maybe it's a little too early because, like we saw earlier, there's like. Sorry.
I thought so too, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, do go ahead, explain.
Because what we saw earlier, Ephios Esports has been here. They have been in a position where they have been in a massive deficit, and this one isn't even that massive yet. So there's still a bit more chances for them to go back in. And this is also with IG on that carry. I feel like Ephios Esports might be relying a little bit too much on IG. Earlier, he succeeded, but that might be the
And that will be the dragon, and it will chase down someone. I don't know who is he chasing. If yes, esports here. Oh my goodness, the Thams gets caught out, and look at this. I think he kind of bit off more than he can chew there. But right now, Team Chick, is this the start of their collapse? Is this part of them breaking out? I don't think so, as Team Chick will secure the turtle.
And it's like we are going to it looks like it's what we're going to see here is that big usage of a turtle buff for the force. Obviously, what we've seen from NXP here is if you give the Roger the turtle buff, you're gonna see stuff like this. You're gonna go nuts. Just a few hits will be enough to eliminate most heroes here in this game.
I really like the tempo of this game for the side of Team Chicks. They're getting a lot, and look at this, the dive in set will force back carry, and that is the power of a Roger.
So Roger is going to be just massive in this one, and with the turtle buff, it's hard to stop them. Turtle and blue buff, purple buff. That's just a very powerful Roger right there, and no one even wants to go to the lane anymore because of that.
Okay, so this is going to be the dragon round, just trying to defend this base. and Mimao gets knocked up. Look at that! Rockhart, did you see that, Rockhart? I can't believe what I just saw.
Me too. That's a jawhead. You know?
That's no mage. That's no assassin. That's a fighter. That's used as a tank. That's a support. That's a frontliner.
Yes, exactly. I'm super surprised because it also has the ejector, the capability to add even more shields to himself. And is this already a statement on how powerful Team Chica's draft has become? And I think so. I think, how do you deal with this? If you're esports, it's so scary to go near Roger at this point, and he is controlling each and every objective he can see.
Yeah. My goodness, it's really just about Team Chick controlling every part of the map. It is way too scary, but Mimao is trying to catch Pabu. Pabu, will he get away? And look at that knock-up. Well timed. Really, really well timed.
Yep, very, very, very well timed indeed. I really like that they are also working together on this, and Pabu is just not the main hero damage dealer at this point. At this point, you just have to be super scared of Scent. Pabu is becoming more of a utility in this game, from what I can see. And they're having so much success with it right now. They don't need him to do that. They just need people up and maybe get some of the attention out from Scent so that Scent can do his thing. You know?
And to be honest, right now, you are seeing Lotus just pop with that feathered airstrike. And what do you do now, Rockhart? As someone who plays a lot of Mobile Legends Bang Bang, how do you deal with this kind of pressure? I mean, I kind of get that you have to just wait for a mistake, and the clearing out the waves, pushing the minions back is probably the best way to
That's
do
right.
it. But then again, can you just keep on waiting for that time, or you have to wait, or you just have to make it happen? Do you have to make these opportunities happen, or you just wait for it?
I mean, there are moments in the game where you can look for those opportunities, but depending on the team that you're facing against, sometimes those moments never come. And when that time comes, you need to make it happen, which is exactly what Team Chick is doing. They're not waiting for Ephios Esports to make a mistake. They're actively trying to engage on them, like right now, Pablo on the Yuzong, great engagement from that dragon form, and now that's going to be massive damage output. Lotus trying to just free off some of that defensive pressure, but it's not slowing down Team Chick at all.
This is too much right now. This is just way too much for the side of Ephios Esports. And Turtle has been slain. The Roger just soloed that. Did you see the dog grow? From a puppy to a dog.
The growing dog, my friends. The growing dog is going to be basically one of the biggest obstacles there. We're not mentioning Jester, but Jester has been 0-0-5 on this Popo League. He has been doing everything so that Pabu can reach his targets. Same with Sen. So that's something we have noticed is happening right now. Pabu doesn't need that dog anymore. He won in the front. Everything in his power to make this game go as quickly as possible. Not even letting Aji get into a point where he can do a lot of damage. The rest of Team Chick barreling down in the base of Ephios Esports.
Team Chick, they're just taking everything out. Rockheart. If you see sports, do they just hope for the best and wait for game number 2? I think they should.
Man.
I think they should.
Absolutely. We've already seen this earlier. We have already talked about it.